My first guest is a desperate mother who called the show for help. Her 16-year-old daughter ran away 35 days ago. During this time, she has only received text messages telling her mother she's alive. Until today, she has refused to not only go home, but even see her mother. She's here and wants her mother to know what life on the streets has been like. Take a look.
I'm 16, I'm here for running away. Being on the streets is rough. I had to prostitute myself. I had to sleep with men just to have a place to stay. I get paid a day, like $400 a day. I needed the money to survive on the streets. If I don't got no money, ain't no eating, ain't no sleeping, ain't nothing. I ran away because me and my mom had no communication. I was getting hit at the age of 14. The area I walk around in is junky, dirty, lots of crackheads that do dope, blows, heroin. I do get afraid. I do be thinking that something might happen to me, but in my head, it's a I don't care thing. And I got the police number on speed dial, so I don't worry about nothing on the streets. And I was in a situation when they didn't want, like the price, they had told me, if you don't do it, I'm gonna take this gun out and shoot you. I said, well then shoot me, because I don't care, I ain't finna do nothing for nothing.
When you watch that tape, that's your daughter on it. How does that make you feel?
That breaks my heart. It's devastating. I never thought she would be out there selling her body. No reason for her to be out in the street. She used to be at home. That's dangerous out there. For her not to care as much as I care for her, it's devastating. It breaks my heart.
Why is she out there?
She says that I don't listen to her.
Did you have a good relationship with your daughter?
Yes, I had a good relationship with her. We would do things together. We would go out together.
What changed her?
I don't know, Steve.
She's 16 years old. She's out on the streets. She wouldn't come back to you, but she agreed to come on the show. You can ask her yourself what drove her to this. Let's bring your daughter out, Desiree.
I didn't want to be here, and I'm not finna do this, actually. So ain't no point in me here, so I'm finna just go, because this ain't me.
Why? I need you. You're my daughter. I love you. You need to
Okay,
stop.
but you
need to
you
stop.
actually-
This is enough. This is enough. You are my child.
Okay, you say I'm your child, but you not understanding. You're not listening. You been hitting me with 2x4s, making me kneel on rice. What's the point?
That was then. Now is now. I want you home. You're my child. You don't need to be in the street. You know what could happen to you out there? Do you know?
a lot. I know a lot.
Okay, then that's enough. Then come home to me.
That's the only reason why I've been running away.
No, then
You
stop.
hit me too much. You hit me with belts, buckles, make me kneel on rice. That hurts.
Okay, and what can do happen to you out there?
You
that hurts.
hit me by
Kneeling on rice.
2x4s. Statue court.
Mom, do you hit her with 2x4s?
I hit her once with a 2x4, spanked her on the butt.
You can't hit your daughter with a 2x4.
You are a child, a 16-year-old child
This
that I
the
want
reason,
home.
This is the reason why I run away. You don't listen. You want to raise your voice at me.
I'm the mother,
Okay,
you
what's
the
the point?
child.
This ain't communication. You wanted communication, you gotta waste your turn and let me speak.
No, you
Yes, it
shut
is.
up and you let me talk because I am the mother.
Hold on.
Won't you sit down?
Please, stay. Listen to me. I used to be a policeman where you used to walk those streets. I used to drive up and down that street every day. And I used to look at young girls like you and say, what the hell, how did they end up out here? And I know there's a reason why you got out there. Let's figure it out and let's get you off that street. I don't want to see you walking up and down that street, okay? Come on, please. Please, for me, please. I like a mother that's involved with her child, that's passionate, that wants the discipline. But when you start picking up 2x4s and all that, you're crossing the line. You can't do that, okay? I want to ask you to leave the stage for a few minutes. I'd like to talk to your daughter alone. Thank you. You're here, and we really need to get you off the streets. We need you to get back home. And from what you're telling me, your mom's gonna need she's gotta change too. I think there needs to be more communication between you and your mom than just the beating with the belts and the rice and the 2x4 and everything else. So you're saying you would go home with your mom.
I will go home
But
with her.
you tell me what you want from your mom.
To be quiet more and listen more. That's it.
I would just say, just so you can go down that road, Mom, you need to listen to me a little more. Just, you need to hear what I'm saying, right? Because you want to go back to school, right?
Right.
What's your relationship like with your father?
So basically, I don't have a father, so I don't know what should I say about it.
When's the last time you saw your father?
Last year.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
And your father doesn't know any of this has been going on?
He knows.
He knows. But did you ever have any conversation with your father?
Not on the phone.
So you haven't had a conversation with him saying you've been out prostituting or?
No.
All right, well, your father's here. He came. He's been watching backstage. Let's bring your dad out, Victor.
It's been 35 days. Your mom haven't seen you. Come home. I'll show you. I'll be your dad. Okay? Please. Promise. Come on with me. I just heard everything your mom just said, and I ain't even know everything that she done to you.
You want to take care of her, right?
Yes, sir.
You want to get her off the streets?
Yes, sir.
What's going to stop you from shipping her back to her mom's house?
What I just heard backstage, where I was sitting down, where her mother just said, beating her with a 2x4. You don't deserve that. Your baby, your child. And I'm sorry I sent you back to her. I keep sending you back to her. I'm sorry.
You have a lot of issues with your mother, but your mother's got to know where you are, where you're going to be. She's got to know you're going to be okay. If you don't live with your mom, that's fine.
What you think you're taking her? You have been there for 15 years, 16 years that I have worked hard for her. Where you been? Where have you been?
Hold on 1 second. You know what, honey? I'm going to ask you to leave the stage. Your daughter's in a bad situation. She's here now, right? Mm-hmm. Are you both open to letting her decide who she wants to go home with today? I'm not saying it has to be permanent, Mom, but I think we got to get her off the streets first. And I don't know who she's, please. But you know what? Let me go back there. Let me ask her who she's willing to go home with, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
As long as she's willing to go to school.
So in the big scheme of things, you're a very lucky person. You really are. Because you know how many times we get kids on the show that don't have parents that care about them? Now, your mom might have made mistakes, but you can't tell me that she doesn't love you. And your dad, he might have made mistakes in the past too, but you know what? He showed up today. He's here. So the most important thing for me is that you're here today, that you were willing to show up, and that we got to get you home, either with Mom or Dad. And your mom and dad both agreed, whatever decision that you make, you can go home with either one of them on the condition that you go back to school. So you get a choice.
Me, I would rather choose my mother because she did been there more than my father. And I've been trying to go with my father like for 3 years already. He's been sending me back to my father.
She wants to go home with you.
Okay? Okay?
If it's going to help, we'd like to offer counseling for you and your daughter, if it's going to help. And if she talks to you, you got to listen. And Dad, even though she's going back with Mom, you got to help her out now with your daughter.
Yes, sir.
When she's at work, you got to help out. You got to step in. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You do good in school, all right? And you listen to your parents, okay?
I was raped.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
It was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.